It's a Benrahma absolute stunner. That is the difference that did separate the sides today at the Brentford Community Stadium. It has just finished about 10 minutes ago, as I said, at the Brentford Community Stadium, where I did finish Brentford 0, West Ham United 1. I'm joined today for a quick instant match reaction and review with Andy. Andy, how are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Like you said, at first I didn't really understand why we're playing a Premier League side in a pre-season friendly, but some other teams are doing it, and yeah, no, it's good to play more competitive football, and yeah, it was nice, nice way to start the weekend, I should say.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get into the game then. Overall, one standout player who impressed you.
It'll be cruel to say Benrahma because he didn't score, but mine for me was Connor Coventry again. For me, I thought he was outstanding, and the understanding what he's got with Lanzini, and then obviously having Noble beside him, he just doesn't look faded out in my opinion. He really controlled the midfield, not afraid to put a tackle in, and there's rumours that Championship clubs are looking for him on loan, but I don't think we can afford for him to leave. I think he'll be crucial in this season.
Yeah, I agree. We can't afford to let these players go out on loan because we just need players. We need players. Does seem Fredericks, yeah, he impressed me today. As well. Let's. So the starting line. You said we're playing a Premier League side in a pre-season friendly. This is what we saw. Fabianski, no Areola, but a little bit too early. Look at that. Antonio and Andy both are showing off the new kit there. Fabianski. Fabianski, Fredericks, Diop, Dawson, Johnson, Creswell, Lanzini, Coventry, Benrahma, Fornals, and Antonio. Were you surprised? What was your thoughts when you saw that then, Andy?
Uh, did you see the Twitter hype about
Jared
Bowen?
Bowen. Yes, I
I,
saw it, and then I saw it, but then 2 seconds later, I was happy to see on my timeline West Ham confirmed that it was a slight knock.
yeah, no. So that was a bit of a worry, to be honest, because what Bowen's offered in pre-season's been amazing. The Reading and Celtic games spring to mind off the top of
Brilliant.
my head. So I was a bit wary. But no, I thought everyone played well. It just proves the strength in depth what we need. The fact that it seems like the end of the last season when we having two goalkeepers on the bench again and not being able to fill a side. So that's the bit what does concern me. But Creswell's interview after the game as well, saying he's sure players are coming in. I'm sure now because it just proves. But no, the starting 11, Antonio again. I was having a heart attack. I don't know about you, and a couple of challenges.
Yeah,
Um,
especially that one in the first half, the quite horrific one. I was like,
yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, no, he was heavily involved, but Fornals as well. See, it was out of him and Fornals in my Fornals again is just offering us more than what he did last year. I'm been very impressed with him. So, but no, Diop. When Diop plays with Bonner, I'm not panicking. But when Diop plays with Dawson, because Oggy's not the quickest, but he's got the football brain to cover. If you know, I think any defender plays well with Bonner. But I thought Alves done well as well when he come on when we
When he
changed
came
to the
on,
back three.
yeah, I agree. I thought, he won his first header, and I thought he's a giant. He's big. He's a big
Yeah,
bloke, and I thought he's got presence in there, and I can see why David Moyes has brought him in. A big guy with a big presence, definitely one for the future as well. One thing that I looked at and thought this is so West Ham is Brentford made a lot of substitutions. We made what did we make? Two substitutions in the game, basically because we had I think we had like five. Let me have a look. I bought the starting line then. How many subs
yeah.
did we actually have to choose from? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 7 subs to choose from. Two of them were goalkeepers, so we're left with 5 subs. Oko
And one we
Flex
made at
played,
half time.
yeah. Oko Flex played last night and starred against Aldershot. And you just think, oh, at one stage I was thinking they're really on top, and we haven't made any substitutions, and because we haven't got anyone to put in there. But then we had that piece of magic.
Mate, as Creswell said after, I can imagine him doing that in training over and over again, and
Yeah.
we've seen the glimpses, and like I think the hype over Benrahma was too much. I think everyone was expecting a Payet, so he's took a while to settle in. Obviously, Moyes didn't. I wouldn't say Moyes didn't fancy him. He doesn't really change. But the back end of last season, that's when we saw the best of Benrahma, and obviously that goal he scored against Brighton, his first goal for the club, and since then he's flourished, and I'm very happy for him. And I, as Creswell said, I think that won't be his last now. I think that's the confidence. Fair play to Brentford as well, because he didn't do nothing wrong really. He just wanted to play in the Premier League. He got, I think they were even clapping when the goal went in, and at the end of the game they were they were clapping him as well. But in my opinion, all the hype about Rico Henry didn't really impress me. For it might just be
I thought
me.
personally, he came off at half time, and his substitution that came on impressed me more. Everything for that 20-minute spell, everything came
Yeah.
from their substitution on that left hand side.
Yeah, no. So I'm not too sure. Obviously, it's a different step up. Like I know Creswell's made the step up. We've got a few players who have stepped up from the Championship, but I'm not just judging him on one game. We'll have to see. But no, we need a left back though. I love Creswell. I thought Creswell had an okay game, but the fact that you had Fredericks with pace running and Creswell, bless him, he can't. If he runs forward, he can't get back. And if we just had someone like that quick, Soufal's not the quickest, but he's got the brain. If we just had someone with more threat with a left foot on the left back, I think we could be more of a force than what we are.
I can't lie. That's why I really liked and wanted Junior Firpo to come in. He's got the brains, obviously. I really wanted him, and Leeds have just nicked him. And you've heard it at first. I think he's going to have a cracking season for Leeds this season. And we
Yeah,
were slow on him, slow getting him in. Let's take some comments. Let's have a look in the chat. Monday night show. What if you haven't seen earlier on's video, we will be joined by Frank McAvenny, West Ham legend, on Monday night. It's going to be a great show. Monday, 7 p.m. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when that comes. It won't be Andy in that box there. It will be Frank McAvenny. Let's see who else is in the chat. Scott, evening. Oh, smart shirt, Mr. SharePoint. Who's on the back? Is DeCanio, and is it DeCanio?
Yeah, I've got DeCanio on this one. I've got DeCanio. I was debating whether to get Noble, but I thought this is more is iconic. Yeah, you've got Noble on the away one. I think I'm going to go and get Noble on not the away one, the third one. What I've got, but no, it's a great shirt. If you can see, it looks a bit tight, but I think it's just getting used to having a collar again. But yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Scott says Benrahma was a magician today. What a finish indeed. PDC is on the back. Link has been sent to Mr. Brentford Clive. I'm not sure whether we'll see him or not. Metal in both legs. Come on, you ones. I hope you are well. Scott says Thomas Frank gave Benrahma a big hug at the end. Would be nice to see Moyes give Benny some of this love. He will this season, Scott. He will. Don't you worry. Indeed. One player that was that didn't impress me yet again, I'm afraid, was Ben Johnson. Played on his wrong side. I get that, but you can't keep using this excuse. We can't get rid of him because we haven't got enough players to still there to get rid of him. But he didn't impress me again.
No, mate. I really don't. It sounds really, really harsh. It really does. But like I put it on Twitter, it's like he was playing technically as a right winger because we were playing a back four until Alves come on, and he just didn't know what to do. He just looks panicked. Like for a 21, 22-year-old, what he is now, or however old he is, it just really doesn't surprise me. And I don't know. There's got to be, like, in my opinion, I know because we probably played yesterday, Harrison Ashby, because I've seen him twice now for the under-23s this season. He has been amazing. I know it's because the under-23s. If I had the choice, Gatesy will probably agree with me as well. That Southend game, he was amazing. So, in my opinion, he should be miles ahead of him.
Yeah, maybe we will see that bold decision made this season. Who knows? Maybe in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, maybe he would be chosen. Harrison Ashby, these players chosen over Ben Johnson. CB, I hope you are. The goal was absolutely beautiful, and Benny's positioning throughout the game was great. I completely agree. Stephen says, I think Ben Johnson is a waste of time. I don't know why we bother him. I think the only reason we're bothering with him is because we haven't got any senior players there as a fullback left, and I don't think Moyes is going to have the guts to just chuck a Harrison Ashby in there. I don't know. He might do, but who knows?
He needs to go to the Championship to be tested.
I agree.
He needs to. If he goes to the Championship, Derby, Wayne Rooney, if you're watching, put a loan bid in. Put a loan bid in for him. Get him. They need players. Just that's the league where you learn. And if he's not successful, where's Ngakia? Still at Watford. He hardly played for him last year. He was another
Rotting.
one. So
He
yeah,
is rotting
exactly.
away at Watford, in my opinion. The centre backs then it's obviously been put on the last few days that we are close to signing Nikola Milenkovic. What was your thoughts on the two centre backs we had playing today, Diop and Dawson?
Dawson worries me. He's getting that another year older, and I think we're getting found out. Like I think at the back end of last season, obviously the mistake got made against Newcastle. I think he's a good defender, but he's not first choice. We need to strengthen, and he's getting found out. There's a lot of teams are targeting our right hand side. Sufal's got him out of jail a few times, but no. Like you said, the players that we're linked with, Zuma would I would take as well. We just need we need someone in, and I think if one of them come in, I will see us going back to a back three with Creswell slotting in and probably Bonner in, and I think that will be that will get the
I agree.
the success what we need.
Opposite opinion on Ben Johnson. Scott says Johnson is good and versatile. Stephen says, if Rice leaves, do you think Connor Coventry could replace him? I think many fans will say yes, but of course, I mean, with the money that we will get when we do eventually, I think we'll have to say sell Declan Rice. We've got to go out and sign a top quality central midfielder. He will become a good backup, but unless he does a Declan Rice and bursts on the scene, really well, which he could do. We need to go out, if we do sell him, and sign a proper quality central midfielder.
Did you hear Martin Keown? Connor Coventry needs to learn. Connor Coventry needs to learn to get on the turn with the ball. I was like, are you watching a different player to what I am?
I watched it on. Yeah. I didn't watch it on BT Sport.
Okay. No, I understand.
Yeah.
You're lucky. I think I would have went up for that option. It was so boring, but yeah.
Yeah. I was watching, but because I was on a watch along with Steve. Steve. Advantage, yeah, and I watched it on BT Sport for the first half, and he was ahead of me, so I switched to his goal, and it was quicker than him then, so that was better. Scott says Johnson looked seriously off the mark. I know we can't, but he would benefit from a year in the Championship on loan. I completely agree. Scott says Johnson was very useful last season. He's homegrown, and we haven't got the depth to loan him out. I agree. We haven't got the depth to loan him out. I think that's the bottom line with him. So last couple of questions. Then, what were your thoughts on Brentford today?
They can keep the ball, Jake. They can keep the ball, and I would have been a bit more worried if Ivan Toney. I know he didn't really feature like that much, but I would have been more worried of Ivan Toney for 90 minutes running against Dawson and Diop. But no, they're a very good side. They've got some good players. Like a few of their players were on the bench. I watched them a couple of times last season, and they do play some good stuff. But yeah, I think they'll be like Leeds. I don't think they'll have success, but I think they'll probably finish about 13th or 14th in my opinion, because they have strengthened well. So I wouldn't worry. But it'll be unfortunately I won't be watching that live game because I'll be at West Ham Fan TV's Friday Night Pint live, so I won't see their first game against Arsenal. But they've got Valencia next Saturday, so I'm probably that'll be a good watch as well, and that'll be a good test for them.
Let's set a like target. 39 people are currently watching this show. Let's get to our usual 25 likes first for the final part of the show. Smash that like button. We need 11 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get that done.
There you go. 14 likes now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Let's take some comments then. Let's have a look here. Scott says, good result today. Great goal and missing 5 starters in Oggy, Burn, Rice, Tuchek and Sufa. I completely agree, Scott. I completely agree. And I think we handled their 20-minute real good spell in the second half quite well. They weren't looking ridiculously dangerous, but it was one-way traffic, I thought, and we did need that, lifeline of that, bit of magic. Yeah. Steve said it about 30 seconds before, or like a minute before, we need some magic from Benrahma, and it was just like that.
But no, we look good on the counter though. We look very well. Like that's what was our great success last year. So it's So yeah, it's good. I'm really positive, but it's just Antonio. If I'm not saying Tammy Abraham would have scored that chance because what Antonio does off the ball, but we've got the option. Can you imagine them two playing together as a two, ball up to Tammy, like the flick-ons and stuff. It will be good. But fair play to Antonio again. 90 minutes. He looked sharp, but as a West Ham fan, you know what's probably coming. I don't want to sound it, but that's why we need the striker.
Yeah, Mandy says Leeds are way better than Brentford. I could see Leeds getting second season syndrome though this season. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Scott says Brentford impressed me, although we were missing 4 to 5 of the starting 11. Yes, I agree. Brentford looked good. I thought. Scott says Johnson is very useful, useful and gets a lot of game time for his versus versatility. So much more experience gained last season than going on loan to a lower league. You know, I think he still would learn a lot from going out on loan to the Championship, but I don't think we can afford to do that. As CB says, let's get the likes going. Come on, we need 2 more likes. 2 more likes to get that 25 like target, I do believe. Stephen says, I think Brentford will be a good attacking team in the Premier League. There was a couple of times I thought a better team, they would have slotted that away. But yeah, I think they looked all right. Jamal GB, Benrahma must be kicking himself that Brentford got promoted. No, I don't think there's any bad blood there. I think you know what I've heard from the stadium. What I heard from the stadium was that he got clapped from the Brentford fans when they came out. I think the Brentford fans clapped Benrahma's goal and they clapped him when he went off as well. So I don't think there's any bad blood there, really. Final question to you then, Andy. Are we ready for the new season? We've got one more pre-season game. Are we ready?
The thing what worries me, Jake, is Sufal, Souček, and Rice, and our best mate who was in the Euros as well. Is they've only got one game if they're going to feature against Atalanta. I don't think that's enough.
I don't
know
think they
a lot.
will. I don't think they will feature though. I don't think all of them will feature, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and that's what worries me. But I know a lot of other. But the way I see it is a lot of the other top sides that they're feeling the same as well. But have we got the strength in depth? But if we get Pereira, I think the deadline is like 36 hours before you kick off. So if we're going to get Pereira in, we need to get it done quickly so he could feature on Saturday as well, just to add that more depth than what we've got. But no, I'm still feeling positive. I wasn't at the start, but a lot of these, I know it's rumours, what were rumours elsewhere, but David Moyes wouldn't be standing. He knows he needs players, so I'm feeling confident.
Yeah. Luke, I hope you are well. Benny's season to shine, I completely agree. Luke says, core bits of the game looked very dull. Yeah, parts of the game was very dull. It wasn't the most entertaining game I've ever watched, but we got it over the line with a fantastic screamer from Saeed Benrahma. Charlie says, CB says, class from Brentford fans, unlike salty Celtic fans booing Oko Flex. He is one for the future, Andy. I don't know if you saw the members video I put out this morning.
Yeah, no, I did, right.
Absolutely fantastic from him in the Aldershot game last night. A double, if you don't know, West Ham 2, Aldershot 2, under 23s. That was for us, and he's got a very nice brace there. Here's one. Will Benrahma start against Newcastle? Straight yes or no? And you shake it up, and you're nodding your head, so I'm guessing it's a yes.
Yeah, it is, mate. I think that front three can cause anyone problems. Bowen, Antonio, and Benrahma. I can see us maybe. See, that's where I could see Fornals being rotated because he was a bit more forward today. But with Rice and Souček and Fornals in that hole, they can convert as a free. And literally, you could just leave Benrahma on the left, like what Lingard done for most of the season. Just leave him on the halfway mark, can cause anyone any trouble. So no, I'm thinking he'll definitely start.
Yeah, I hope so too. Right then, I am going to have to go. So last couple of comments. Come on, let's get let's get up to 30 likes. We're on 25. Come on, guys, let's get together. Epic Hashtime says we are still a couple of injuries away from a catastrophic season. Need to sign a geezer or 2 or 3 or 4. I think Epic Hashtime. I completely agree. CB says I give Benny free roll behind Antonio.
Yeah.
Luke says, can we say Benrahma should be drop shared just for massive lols? No. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, become a channel member as well. Make sure Monday night.
Become a legend like me.
There we go. We've got 2 legends currently. It is the Duke and Andy. Could you become a legend as well? That'd be greatly appreciated by clicking the join button. Monday, 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Frank McAvaney is here live on an interview, and you can ask your questions in the chat. I probably won't get around to all of them because I'm expecting there's going to be a lot of questions come through, but I will try my best. We've won one game left of pre-season, and then the big business starts again. Hopefully signings in the middle of that as well. Andy, thank you very much for coming on, and come on, your irons.
Come on, your irons.
There we go. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.